Hey! Wow! Hi guys! It's been a long time. It's been many, many months, but we're back. I actually streamed one time last week as a test run, but due to some technical problems, I had to delete that VOD. But we're back, we're here, and we're gonna jump right back into it. So, let's see here. I mentioned this on my last VOD, but I feel like I have to mention it again just for people that were not there for last time, and also so that there is like a more permanent record of it. But I'll talk briefly about what I've been up to for the past 8 months. Basically, I've mentioned in past streams before, but I got injured earlier last year, and then later in the year I got injured again. So I was basically I think it's like light tendinitis, but still it's like a little annoying to deal with. So yeah, it's my hands felt sore. They did not feel good. I could not draw for long periods of time without feeling pretty not great. So I have not been drawing very much for the past while. Briefly, I tried to learn to draw with my left hand, but I also hurt my left hand. Yeah, it was things were a little bit messy. Things were a little bit messy for me but we're here now, and I've been slowly increasing the workload for my right hand. My right hand needs to regain strength. It feels much weaker because I haven't been using it. That is fine. That is okay. We're gonna slowly ease back into this. I think the streams will be short for a while, both because of me slowly building up strength, and also because I need to kind of like figure out a better groove and like a better time slot for maybe longer streams when my hands feel up for it. In the meantime, short, fun little stream. You might be wondering what I'm drawing right now. I'm working on a conlang. So I know this looks a little impractical, but I wanted to try out anyways. I think we are at the very early stages of figuring out this particular language, so I wanted to test various visual styles so that I could have a better idea for what I want to go for. Just testing out some different shapes. Shape. This particular language exists it exists in a region that is neighboring another language that uses symbols that are a little bit more like hieroglyphics or like kanji, just like they're representing ideas with they're representing ideas in their words. Stephen, right? I think I've mixed this up. This is not a real kanji. No, it is. It is. But yeah, it's near a kanji link. So I think real life equivalents to the language I'm making would be like, what are languages neighboring Chinese? I think it would be like Japanese, Korean, Mongolian. I think there's many Mongolian languages. There's several. A lot of I think actually all three of these languages are what they call hold on, I have like another page of this. Syllabic with maybe superscript. So syllabic languages are like, instead of like the English alphabet where every single vowel or consonant has its own symbol, syllabic means that syllable pairings have their own symbol. And usually this just means that it takes less symbols to convey a message. And I think that could be used. I think that might be how this particular language. So it's like syllabic. But this is getting too much into the technical. Now, let's just design it visually. I'm also not a huge grammar was never my strength. So I think we're gonna be exploring this more from a visual standpoint. I don't think I'm strong enough to make conlang that actually like functions to the degree of a real language. And I'm fine with that. We're just gonna work with what we got. Oh, okay, wait. Also, syllabic neighbors are. There's a kanji language name. The most popular language and a common language used by traders is Yuan, which is another conlang I have. So I will also be referencing some of these particular designs. I think it makes sense that this conlang that I'm working on takes a lot of inspiration from its neighbors. Yuan has stuff like this, has stuff like this, has stuff like that, and then another neighboring language. I just thought it'd be really funny. I just thought it'd be really funny if another neighboring language kind of looked a little bit like English, Latin. I just think it'd be so funny. I really like it when fantasy languages, like most of the fantasy languages in the world, look very different from English, and then there's just one that's like, isn't that just English? But then you read the sentences that form the language and you're like, this is not how English works. The grammar is all weird and these are not real English words. But I love it when people do that because I think it's Hey Whiskers! Hi! Hope you're having a good time. I'm gonna spend the first half of stream messing around with some conlangs. My people speak English? They don't speak English, but I want there to be a language in one of the regions that's very similar to English, but like they're so close and yet so far, because I want some of the names to be a little bit English adjacent, but in a way that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like I want a very famous city in this region to be called Top Bread. And it doesn't mean top bread, like it means something else, but it's, when we read it, it's top bread. Hope my food was yummy. It was good. It was good. I made a what did I make for lunch? I made something like bolognese, but I added eggplants to it. It was nice. It was nice. I think I added, I know this doesn't make any sense because bolognese has a lot of tomatoes. I think I added too many tomatoes compared to the other ingredient in the pot. Top bread? Yeah, I would like one of the languages to have a city question. That sounds funny. Top bread sounds like your local Asian bakery. Ooh, I love Asian bakeries. Oh, how fun, how fun. Oh, me love Asian bakery. So one idea I had was like, what if this language traditionally is just written in a way where they form like almost what looks to be wing flaps? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Not exactly. It's probably more logical for them to write from like left to right or like right to left, but it could maybe be fun for the little wing flaps. If they do have wing flaps, I can definitely see this language becoming a little bit more poetry oriented a little bit. Kind of like how in Chinese they have proverbs that are 4 words, right? People would start thinking of language in sets of pairs. Wait, did I say hi to you though, Pon? Hi, Pon. I'm so happy to see you around. Does my Asian bakery have the caterpillar? The what? The bread? Caterpillar bread? It's maybe a little hard. Oh, this is something. Could be something. What else? Wing flaps evokes poetry? Yeah. And I was thinking maybe names have little hats on them. What if it's a long name? It would have like a long hat over it. Hold on. I'm gonna say, let's write top bread is to our left. There's like a lot of information. Top bread. What if top bread is I don't like the shape. I don't like these shapes, you guys. What if it's like this, and then just to kind of like evoke the breadiness of it all, what if this is how we write, and then top, this could be top bread, but it would be like this. Top bread, and then is would go here. So is could look like, I think words like is in languages tend to be very simple. We use it a lot. What if it's like this? Top bread is Well, is and to, it doesn't have to be is and to. It could just be to. Some languages, they don't have the is. They just go straight to to. Maybe this is to. So it would be top bread to, and then we have to indicate that it's our, and then the direction. Maybe ours is like... R is like a family, right? No, this is kanji mindset. It's fine. Kanji mindset. Because I think I wouldn't be surprised if the kanji started like this, but it would have evolved in a way that makes it easier to write. Chomps, except the O's are eggs with hats on them. Eh? That's tasty. I would love a pastry that's just like little egg-shaped, little hats on them. That's cute. Also, I don't know if I've had the long caterpillar bro with yummy cream filling. Is the cream in the filling almost a little like thick, maybe? Like it's not like a soft cream. It's like the cream, it almost has like a sandy texture to it. Is that the one you're talking about? I'm already realizing I don't like the two. So who lets the bottom feel like it's a indication or like a tonal mark? I need this line to... Oh, that could be... So I know there's this, which is easier to... This is easier to write, maybe. Wait? What if it's like... Oh! No, this is something. Okay, so this is R. It's like a sloppy R. That's something. Hi, Rotary! Hello, hello. Direction. I'm gonna go ahead and say... Direction could be like a V. Oh no, the direction, it's left. I think it'd be fun if the left actually looks... Whoa. It'd be fun if left actually looked like it points leftwards a little bit. I know in Chinese is like for feathers, but I think I'm gonna peek at some doodles I did before. This is kind of fun. It looks like a little serpent, maybe, looking to the right. Maybe it doesn't make sense for this to be... I should flip this. Right? What am I cooking today? I'm making a little conlang. I'm kind of exploring visuals a little bit. I'm getting maybe a little bit too into the weeds because I'm actually designing how like individual words are. But I was thinking it could be maybe interesting to make a language where the information is naturally grouped together. I will say though, as I'm writing this, it's not fitting into the diamonds. It's not working. Let's see, it's not working. I know if it's becoming rapidly more clearer to me why people simply write left to right or up and down. They don't write in like strange V-shaped formations. I thought it could be fun, but it's falling apart rapidly. Especially when you have something a little bit more dramatic, right? Where it's like, this is a title and then you have the words afterwards. You posted the caterpillar in Discord? I'm gonna look. Wait, that's cute. I mean, maybe. I don't know if I've seen that. I will say, you know, okay, so here's the thing. I have not been to an Asian bakery in a very long time. Maybe this is a new trend that I just haven't seen very much. But I will say, I think I see things a little more like this in Taipei. I don't see this quite as much in Asian bakery states. So maybe it just hasn't made its way over yet, possibly. But it looks really tasty. Thought about writing in cubes. I think it could work. Wait, because then it would be like, you would read like this, right? You would read in like a direction. So let's... Well, if you want to write in cubes, are you cool with me trying out that concept? I mean, I don't think you own the rights to languages being cubes forever, but also I feel like if you want to put that in your story, I don't want to be like, I'm gonna try it out and I like it now, so it's mine. Yeah, it could be like a phrase like this and the next phrase. Yeah, it could work. Go for it? Okay, okay. What was like another possibility I was considering? I was considering like, I have to pay you 1 mil? Sorry, I can't then. I don't have that money. I was thinking like another way too that could be fun is that if they do write in clusters, which I was very interested in. I like looked at this and I was like, this looks like an art piece, which looks really fun. So like, what if they wrote in clusters? If they wrote in clusters, it could be like, I will say it is fun to write in like the conlangs that I create because it's like, oh, I feel like I'm writing, truly I'm writing a different. So it would be like this, and then, how do I want to write this? I want to write like just to the left and then switch down. Wait, I already wrote that. Wait, I've doubled up. Okay, hold on. And then what would happen is that the line would come down. And then... Well, this would require a little bit of finessing. This feels like maybe they would be interested in something like this for their cursive. As I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, this is a little bit troublesome. But also, I am aware that, like, I think, you know, people always put different levels of effort into writing. I know there are people out there with, like, beautiful English handwriting. That's not me. I write definitely just good enough for it to be legible. And I also know, my mom told me once that it was normal for people her age, like in her generation, and also it was something that she did a lot. Whenever she would have free time, she would just practice her calligraphy. Like she would be like, I'm gonna write like, no, like oh, the stroke order is all wrong here. Like oh yeah, like I'm gonna write this word like 100 times and like kind of like figure out what's like the best lengths for each individual like line. Like they'll be like, oh, I don't like how close these two are, so next time I write it, it's this a little bit more. So like she would like play around with it a lot. So I think, you know, this language, maybe if you really wanted to get into it, people who like people who are like really into the calligraphy have like beautiful layouts. It'll look so nice. And then you'll have people who like just write like this. And then this is maybe also what the doctor note looks like. And then people try to read it and be like, I think I know what it says. Having pretty writing is a desired quality in most Asian cultures. Ah, that's rough. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. But I guess like what I'm saying is that like I think it's fine for me to design a language that has like a very high skill ceiling if you want to make it look pretty. What? Oh, don't be offended, Whiskers. I'm sure you're not somebody who would write something like that. I bet your handwriting is so beautiful and neat. It's like gorgeous. True? Real? You know, I like this. I think this doesn't make super much sense, but I like that like the line brings it down. I want to say when you bring the line down is to your own discretion, but usually it reflects how much more of the sentence you have to go. So I think there's definitely people that would like write a whole bunch. And then I think it's like it's a point of how to say this. I think people kind of expect you to know when to line break. If you don't pay attention about when you line break, you might end up with just like this huge text up here and then you line break and you write like 2 characters down here and like people might laugh about that. People might be like, oh, that's, why did you do that? It would be like a silly mistake to make. Because you can like line break plenty. You can be like and then again. Your handwriting got a 500% debuff the minute you became a doctor? Why? Wait, you have to explain this to me. I don't get it. Well, if my language connects to magic, it could maybe be something like the prettier your handwriting is, the more buff. I think that's not quite the system I'm going for. But I think it... Oh, I think sometimes maybe the letters will do this, and then that's how you transition to the next part. It's like this, da 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 da, and then you put something here. I kind of want there to be just kind of like, this is maybe asking too much of people. I want there to be swishes. I want there to be just kind of like intersecting swishes between different parts of the link. Maybe it's like a cursive thing. Oh yes, please explain later. Wait, I just had an idea, but this maybe would not fit this particular language. Maybe it's like you have an origin point, so like your sentence starts here, and then And then maybe it's like depending on which direction you branch off in, that changes. It can change maybe the meaning of something. It could change either meaning or like tone. Actually, I think tone changes too much, so this would not be a great way to show tone. I think the best way to show tone would be just like add little hats and stuff to things. Hats, tails. But I think for meanings it could make it interesting, where it's like you have your starting word. Have your starting word. Then no, I give up. This is too hard. Never mind, I can't. I know I just said I gave up, but here I am still going at it. Maybe it's like upper right is for titles, and then lower right is like subject, lower left is action. So it would be top red. Well, actually, okay, so top red is the title, but then, so there's no subject here. The action would be, no, the subject would be location, right? Top red. Top red location. Then you can really tell that my grammar is like just barely my grammar is held together by tape. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. It's fine. No. It's something. I think this also could not work because this would be hard to teach people. Because I think when you talk, so usually like writing languages are developed after speaking. So I think people would speak the language and in their mind they would picture what they're saying as like a continuous stream. What I'm doing here is I'm like breaking up the stream into other parts. I think this would be too confusing to teach someone. No worries, Rotary. No worries. I'm just goofing around right now. I'm just goofing. Yeah, this was cool. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Actually, maybe it could work just fine. Hold on, I'm like really marinating on it. Let's come back to this. I want to say for sure this one is okay. This one does pass muster. This one does pass muster. I think let's develop this one a little bit more and kind of like see how how paragraphs could look together. Because it could be like this, and then like another one. Like we could like split it up, right? I'm like look at some other stuff I've done. Could like split it up. I'm just putting in some like random word-looking things that not exactly words. I know it's so messy. Just give me a moment. Oh my gosh! Hello, Ashy. I'm making a conlang. There's a lot. There's 2 whole layers that I'm kind of toggling between. I'll have to. I'm toggling between several layers, kind of like putting together some rough words. Maybe we'll throw in like a few kanji looking stuff, but then I want to also put some like non-kanji looking. We could do this one. This. I'm like putting these next to each other, and I'm like, they don't look like they're from the same outfit. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine for now. You know, these are just placeholders. Yeah, sure. So we could have the language just be in chunks. It would be like, this is chunk 1, this is chunk 2, and it would just, you would read this chunk, and then you read this chunk, and then you would read like more chunks. And if I wanted to link these together, I do want to link these together. Make some room here. Yes. Crappy handwriting. The reason is because as a junior doctor, they make you write drug charts, which can have 20 drugs each. Multiply by 200 plus drug charts, and you die. So your handwriting just gets... Oh, because you're desperate to finish? Okay. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can see how that would just, over time, greatly diminish your handwriting skills. It would just get worse and worse. Truly worse and worse. I'll like copy this down here and then say, so maybe like another way that this could read. Maybe what if it's like, what if this language does this a little bit? If it does like, what if it goes like this? What if it goes this and then it goes up? I'm really trying to make this. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, perfect. So like this little guy could... Hold on, I just gotta see if this even did. Then... have this. And then maybe you would choose like this. You would choose to make it go up like this. Do this, and then it would crawl upwards. This is me figuring this out. I'm like, this is me right now. Like, okay, it's fine. You know, if you got big ambitions, you just gotta let it ride out. Thank you, Whiskers. I just gotta let it ride. It'll be something. This looks like a drawing, kind of, which I think is very funny. Really thinking about practically how this could. I'm just going to just shorthand this for now. So it does that. And then you have your stuff here. And then and then I think, what if it's like, would be to like the next part would be, wait, this maybe makes a little more sense. Would they all just do this? I mean, they could. What if it's just like, in this culture, they just like to In this culture, they just like to divide their tops and bottoms by line. And then they use like the leftmost line to connect to the next part. And like some people, they'll just keep doing this because they don't care. Like Whiskers, if you were in this world and you had to write 200 medical things, you would just start doing this. Like every single one of your things just swoops the same way. But it would be just like a choice. It would be up to you. Let's see, maybe each block is read like words in a book. And then there's punctuation to show when the sentence. Definitely. Right. Because I was thinking we need punctuation, but then I also realized these lines could serve as punctuation. Maybe two. Actually, wait, I think it could be cool if like instead of like a period or a comma, they just do this whenever they want to like have a line break. So this line could be like comma, and then periods are like that's when your section ends. But then you might end up with like less blocks and you might have like longer pieces that look like this because you have your comma closer to the end. And if you have multiple commas, well, it could work. You would have like a tree situation going on, and then your period would be here, and then go to your next thing. Wait, that looks kind of cool. You would have like a bunch of tree-looking structures. But yeah, a language that is based on the principles of art. Oh, that could be fun. Wait. Or maybe a language that is based on small drawings. World. Wait! You guys have to stop. These are all so fun. Based on small drawings of different animal species. Okay, first of all, I like the punctuation. I like making punctuations like the swoops. The swoops are like when you have your breaks. And then when you're done with like a sentence, you start on your next tree. I do like that. And I could even argue that this kind of looks like bird wings because this is used in a culture where there's a lot of bird people and there's a lot of trees and a jungle. It looks like waves too, and I think there's a lot of that. There's a lot of trade with water supply. I like it. I like it. Did I tell you that I am also designing a language? Well, this one will be much easier for me. But I was also designing a language where it's like the scales on a fish, the way they change is like how things are communicated. So I have to open I'll open my storyboard pro. But yeah, there's like on one of the signs in the panel that I'm working on, I want to draw fish scales. I want to draw fish scales and I'm gonna animate them flashing into different colors because they're trying to convey to you what the name of the place is. Like different colors and different patterns. Pop this. Oh, okay, wait. Posture check. I was weirdest shrimp posture. And I was like, why do I feel bad? Why do I feel like my body feels awful? I'm like, oh, I'm slouched weird. I'm slouched weird. Where? Here. Do you see that L mark? That's not gonna say L mark. That's not it. I think so. So this one would be the fish one. It would be fish scales that change colors. And I think the thing is though, if we're using fish scales that change color to determine what is being said, either we have like 3 sets of fish scales and you're supposed to read from like right to left on them and like the different colors, or we just have one fish scale that changes colors. I feel like from a advertisement standpoint and from not an advertisement standpoint, I just feel like a lot of times storefronts tend to want the most efficient way of showing their name as possible. They want it to be very efficient and they want it to be very simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I think they would just want one single fish scale design that flashes different colors and symbols and patterns. And then I don't know what to do with the rest of this real estate. I think maybe they have like, I know like some stores, even though we're like really minimalistic, minimalism is trending a lot for us right now. I know there's a lot of stores where they'll write stuff like 50% off, check out our new blah blah blah. And I think it could just have other fish scales that are flashing in different colors. And they're all these different fish scales are advertising a different thing from the store. This feels very like a thing a store would do. I might go with that. Interesting. Species of people where the writing is a specific shape, almost an like people who are sturdy and solid writes blocks are always square? You mean like people will try to write in a way that they want to reflect their person? Is it kind of like how people online, some people who want to give off the vibe that they're cute will write in like ooh speech? They no longer do that. This was more common, I think, like 8 years ago. They would actually ooh their speech. They don't do that anymore because I think it's too like, how do you pronounce it? I know how to write it. Gauche? Gouch? Shay. I don't know how to pronounce it. But these days they'll still cutify what they're saying, but not overtly woo. But okay, I see. So like Homestuck speak. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I could see them definitely doing that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like this language, but someone is like, I want to put so many line breaks in what I say, so everything they write is like it's so long vertically, it's so long. It would be like so fuzzy. So everything they say would look so fuzzy and condensed. consider this idea. I could see it for these guys for sure. Like they'll be like, I want my writing to always be like as fuzzy and rectangular as possible, or like I want them to look like perfect squares. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, definitely. They could put their writing on like long ribbons for sure. Oh, I'm gonna merge these. This is something. I like it. I think that's how this language looks. The structure of it is interesting. I think the cursive version of this language, this one's not this one, but like the cursive version of this language, I think it would just be like maybe like, you know how like in English everything's just kind of like connected a little bit. I think for this they would just really like connect parts of it together. And so the end result would be kind of cool, like maybe like a almost branching effect. I'd say civilization is very advanced, so I don't think they write on reeds anymore. But I think a long time ago they probably did. Or some equivalent. But okay, so we have an idea for how we want this to look. I think so. I wanted to design something for a story. I'm gonna go ahead and say it wouldn't make sense for there to be a comma in a store name. So it's going to be vertical. It's going to be not vertical, a horizontal name. It's going to read from right to left. And I'll get to work on it. I'm going to say it probably just says something like Home Depot? Not Home Depot. It's copyright. Maybe like house. House. House Target. Maybe it says something like House Target. I'm not gonna get too much into it. Something along those lines. A place where you buy things. A place where you buy accessories for your house, I think. Actually, no. It's too small for something like that. Let me see. Am I picturing that it sells? I'm gonna say maybe it sells. Maybe gardening equipment. Gardening Target. Gardening. I'll design this now. Let's see. I feel like be like this? Wait, this could be cute. That's kind of cute. Wait, it looks like goggles or something. It's me. I'm the real. Hi, Ellie. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? How's it going? Argent. I know I said I wanted to do like half language, half storyboarding. Language has taken a while. Bear with me here. What's like another shape that I like? I liked whatever this was. This seems like doesn't seem like market. I could maybe spin this as gardening. Looks like kanji. Chillin'? Nice, we love to see it. Get the maximum chill. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm just like very gently getting back into things. I'm like maximum gentle. My hand's still weak like kitten. This is the only version of this as reference. This is the reference. What if it's like what happened to my hands? So I injured myself early last year once. And then when I thought I was better, I took another art gig and then I injured my hands again. And it was both my hands. So it was definitely, that's unfortunate. So I haven't streamed storyboard stuff in like 8 months because I fucked up my hands and it's been and kind of like letting them rest. I realized that like, yeah, like I probably should just not try to get too eager with getting my hands back in order. I should definitely understand that like I probably just need to like not use them. But now that I haven't used them for so long, my hands are really weak. Like all the strength has left them. It really feels like, you know, when you're bedridden for a long time, and then when you're finally in the clear, you're still a little bit like, oh, you're telling me my muscles are all gone and I can't draw for long periods of time without feeling really sore and like, not sore, but like it's just like a weird tired feeling, and like, okay. Alright. But yeah. It's okay. We take it easy. So all of these little squiggles down here, these are apparently how birds fly. Their flight patterns. So I'm trying to see if I can like incorporate. Speaking of which, I'm gonna like rest my hands for a moment to kind of mirror. It's getting colorful. Oh yes, yes. There's multiple layers of stuff. I'm resting my hands right now, but I have another idea. Do this like. More thoughts. More thoughts. My head is not empty. That's okay. What does his signature look like? Oh shit. Gosh, I don't know, because now I'm thinking about it, we do have, so for languages that are more kanji, we do have like signatures. Like I know like it is possible to write a Chinese word in like a really kind of flourishy signature-y way, but I do know too that maybe the reason why signatures are not as popular as stamp signatures in Asia is because kanji does not really lend itself to like a signature form that well. But I was thinking that like, you know, cursive could be like you just extend lines into each other. Like this area over here. You just keep extending lines everywhere until it kind of looks really swishy and pretty. So it could be, maybe like your signature could be something like that, where you choose what lines to extend into each other, and then you also write it in a very flourishy way. Perhaps. Usually it's just your name but prettier. That makes sense. That makes sense. Drink some. Hydration check. Is this only one culture's language, or is this the common one? This is one culture's language. I think the most common one would be Yui. This one? Well, I don't want to say it's the most common one. The thing about my world is that there is no really common language because there wasn't like empires. So there's like tons of small nations and tons of like, and there's really no, like, a lot of these cultures don't need to learn other languages because there is like a magic that does translation of a sword for them. So in the modern day, well, usually you don't have to worry that much about translating. Yeah, Yulian is it is like a little more common and a little more influential because these people did a lot of trading. Or it was very popular in this culture. So some of like Yuia's stuff, like here, these are 3 Yuian letters. They will also appear in particular. I'm playing on hard mode without a common language. It would be easier to have a common language, but it doesn't make sense for the world I've built, so it's like, okay. Which is, I think, also why I'm not going very deep into these languages. They're all a little bit like, I only have like a vague idea for how they look. I'm like building it when I need to. Like I have to build a name or like a sign for a gardening shop. So I'm doing that now. Wait, I have an idea for like another. No, this is nothing. Maybe it's something. Hold on, let me look on it. If I know this is not a thing, but what if it was a thing? What if a lot of their letters were based off of bird flight patterns? If they were based off of bird flight patterns, you would get some like really strange, really flat, we would get some like really flat words. They would be really long and flat. Oh, but we could also simplify it so it's no longer long and flat. If we were to simplify it, it would be like I'm like looking at flight patterns right now. Oh, sparrow flight patterns are small and albatross flight patterns are... I might be looking at albatross stuff because these are really long. They're like this. They look like that. And I'm just like, okay, how do I make this? Okay, it could be like this. This sounded cooler in my mind. I think seeing it on paper, I'm like, what we could do is we could use some of these as characters, though. We could turn this into a character. It's just Z. There. There, and then L. And E. These are just this is just Latin. Hold on. This could be something. It's just a little guy. It's like a squiggly guy. And then there's also the infamous yeah, I'm looking at a fly pattern one right now where it's just like I'm like, wow, this bird was having fun. Could be an extremely food-related culture's alphabet could just be different types of foods. Wait! That's fun. I like that. Look. Make just like so there's so many food cultures in my world. I'm just gonna go ahead and say food culture. Why do I feel like you're targeting me? Because you know how much I like food. Food culture symbols are just food items. And then like maybe another one could be symbols are just little animals. I can lean into my foodie knowledge. Wait, I want to show you my wildest one that I've created so far. So I have an underwater alphabet that I'm trying to make. Don't you ooh at me! Okay, so here's an underwater one I'm trying to make. This one's the most fucked up. This one, well, I don't want to say it's fucked up. It's cool, but it's maybe a lot of work to actually write this in real life. So you can't write underwater, right? So I have a knot system where like different knots symbolize different syllables. So you would create a series of knots to convey what you're saying. And usually these are done using 2 strings. And then for the knots that only need 1 string, you would like have it on one of the strings. And then when you need the other string to help you make a more complicated knot, you would use the 2nd string. So it would look like, it would be like. And I think it's like when you branch into like new paragraphs or like stuff like that, I think you attach more string to it. So it would look like a net when you're done. Eating a hamburger wrong? No, I mean, I feel like they probably don't care how you eat. It'd be funny, but I can care. No, I'm losing stamina. Fuck. Okay. We got kind of far here. I'm gonna figure out the actual characters. I need to like really marry, kind of. come up with stuff. Just come up with stuff that maybe looks like bird movement, maybe, but also mixed with some kanji. I'm gonna do that. Now, oh, that was like huge on. Now I'm gonna let's do some frames. I'm gonna set up the fish scale one. I can do it. I think the scale on the rightmost should be the main one. I think so many languages in my world. So many languages in my world read right to left. So I think the default is usually right. That looks like scales. That looks like scales. I'm gonna say this right now, I'm realizing. I don't think their designs are perfectly square. I think they're rectangular. Wait, I think I need more scales in here. Okay, that's not enough scales. I think they need at least 3 layers of scales, actually. It would be like this, and then they would have like 1... I'm just gonna duplicate this. Wait, there we go! This looks like enough to convey an alphabet. Never mind, it turns out it is a little bit square-like. Never mind. It is in fact square. With like a little bit of breathing room for like gradients and stuff. No. Yeah, that guy will be going off. And we need smaller scales on the sides to be like check out our newest offerings. Dun, 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 dun. This is gonna be such a weird sign to look at. For us, we're gonna be like, what's happening? What is that sign? It's just a bunch of scales flickering. They are trying to communicate with you. If you had magic, you would understand. Well, not magic. If you had the magical artifact in your region, you would understand. Oh, let's see. How should I do this? Would be this and that. I'm thinking now on these store signs, usually the main store sign is like a thicker, bolder font. And then the smaller advertising stuff is like smaller font. I'm like trying to figure out how I would replicate. Maybe it's just the scales are smaller. Scales are smaller. Maybe there's like one set of scales that's just like long bunch of scales all changing color. It would be like scrolling text. It would be like scrolling text a little bit, but not quite. It would be like, because they're flashing the same light sequence, so you read it as the same thing, but it would just be, it would be longer and thinner, and just, I guess, more visually distinct. Scales, more scales. Scales flipped the other way. I'm actually really happy. I feel like looking at this is not like anything I've ever seen. I'm like looking at this like, what the hell am I drawing? It is very different. Maybe they have like a sequence too where it's just like, it's just lights. It would just be lights and it would flash like a different sequence. Oh, no. I'm like beginning to realize what this would probably look like. I've done it all wrong. Well, you know what? No, I'll just keep it. It's fine. This whole thing is a screen, right? So you would have this flashing in the corner. They would have an animation here playing. Catch your eye. It would be like, I don't know, just a video playing. Someone being like, you should buy this. And then there would be like a little translation on the side, which is just like, wait, I could draw that though. Hold on, I'm gonna draw that. I'm gonna get rid of this long one. Or actually, hold on. This long one's only gonna be like this. And over here will be like some advertisement of like, I don't know. Somebody that's like, some advertisement. Check out our latest bag. There we go. It's all coming together, baby. Wait, that was like a shirt. actually bunnies. What kind of bags would bunnies wear? It would be like a small little bag, little pouch, like a little belt on it, for you to sling around your shoulders. I always forget to give the bunnies hair. Yes, the bunnies have hair. I think this was something I determined at one point, and I just keep forgetting to add it. But I do want them to have hair, but it's easier to like style them apart from each other. And also because I think I drew... I forgot which species I drew. I was drawing the species and I was like, without hair, it feels like something's missing. They needed something. A light fuzz all over? I had it as a light fuzz. Like I had it without like anime hair on them. And then I was like, it feels like something's wrong. I don't think it was the bunny specifically, but it was like another species that I drew. And I think like one of the feedbacks I got from my friend too was like they were like, they look they look like you've drawn them bald. And I'm just like, oh, they just have a light fuzz pattern. But yeah, I should probably be aware of that. Oh, wow, a new bag. Okay, so this one will be translating what this is saying. No, if it's translating, it should be switch around this guy. It would make more sense if the translation had like a lot of space devoted to it. They're translating what the bunny is saying. What the bunny's saying. Oh yeah, this looks perfect. This is it, baby. This is the play. The colors will be different here. Oh, I'm actually really satisfied with this. I'm like, this looks fun. This is correct. This is the correct way to go about it. Gentle line. All right. Welcome back. Thank you, Whiskers. I'm glad the knot thing works well and that you think the theme fits. Thank you. The garden shop looks great. Thank you. Wait, hold on. I know this is misleading. The garden is here. The garden's over here behind Nala. But yeah, the fish thing will be on the left. The fish on the left. Do they have some snacks if you get hungry? Yes, if you go to this little department store, there are snacks. I imagine this department store, this one, it's a little bit like, it's like a little bit like a 7-Eleven, or like an Asian 7-Eleven. But maybe they also sell accessories, so it's not just like magazine items. They also sell things like gosh, there's like a Don Quixote, the Japanese convenience store, which is like a little bit more than a convenience store. It's like the Don Quixote is like a in-between between a convenience store and like a Daiso. I think. Thank you, Pan! I'm so excited. I'm so happy and so excited to work on this some more. I need to... by tomorrow, I'll have something here for the sign. And this will say gardening target. Or something. Gardening something. I'll have something here. I think tomorrow we're also gonna put some person here. It's just someone here. Someone shopping. There. They sell Echidna comic strips. You can write your own fanfiction for that, Whiskers. Always fun seeing the production. Thank you, Pan! Yeah, I'm just excited for my web series. I'm so happy to be working on it again. Be happy. Happy. I'm going to show off on things that I've done. So I have designed a full 3D model space of Taba's house. So I've updated some of the background shots. I've updated this one. Like, they're not just... They were before this snoozing on some kind of like ambiguous window. We don't know where it is, we don't know where it goes, but now this is a very specific place in their house. And these plants are a very specific type of flower that grow in this particular region. If you look carefully, these flowers, you can tell why they're popular because they look like birds. Right? Like the little flower petal shapes, they look like birds a little bit. Yes, those are a lot of books. Shuri loves books. And yes, a little tantrum. Just a little tantrum. This is also a very specific place. I have figured out that the ideal table style to accommodate all these different species is the wait, I need a... what's the term for this? It's the Japanese table, the one that sometimes has heating underneath it. I always want to call this a tonkatsu, but a tonkatsu is like the meat, right? In ramen? No, tonkatsu is a type of ramen. Not that. It's kotatsu, I think, right? Kotatsu? Yeah. Kotatsu is the meta. Thank you. Yes, bird flowers. Yeah, it's like a kotatsu. Yes. Kotatsu. I have some updates. They were just playing regular games, but I realized at this particular time of in this particular part of the timeline, they would be using magic to display... Oh shit. They would be using magic to display like game stuff to them, like holograms basically. What else did I... This is also more accurate. Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm showing off big time. This is accurate to the room that it's supposed to be. Same with this one. I am making everything more accurate. Yeah, more accuracy. Another kotatsu moment. I always call it tonkatsu. More kotatsu. The kotatsu is a very prominent feature of Taba's young childhood, being a very safe area to put a child. Yeah, those are some of the changes they've made. It's not a lot. Yeah, definitely I think something that I'm like learning to deal with and learning to come to terms with is that working on this web series is just gonna be slow. It's gonna take some time. Like, if I rush myself, if I injure myself, I'll have to wait another year. I've already burned a year on this shit. On my hands. So it's like I should just take it, just not worry too much about going fast. Once my strength is up, I'll be able to make more progress, but until then, you know, it's fine. Is it the special kotatsu that has a built-in takoyaki cooker? What are you saying? That sounds yummy. Fuck, shut up. I'm like, I want a kotatsu that has like a takoyaki cooker. You can like crack it open and just get to work. Thank you, Whiskers. I think, you know, a lot of people worry too much about... I say this as if I don't worry about it. This is also me. I'm talking like this because I'm trying to convince myself not to do it. I'm trying to brainwash myself. Like, I know like people, like we are always so focused on trying to get stuff out quickly. Like people will be like, oh, like you don't want to wait too long between comic updates, or like you don't want to like you want to have a consistent update schedule. You want to like update art to your social media consistently. You gotta keep it going. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck all that. I can't. It's fine. Just take it easy. Take it easy, or you'll end up out of the game for a whole year. A kotatsu can have a built-in cooker? What? That's so cool. That is so cool. Okay, I think it's time for me to start wrapping things up. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm like starting to yawn a lot. Okay. I'm gonna take a break. Take a break. I mean, I'm gonna end stream here. I'm gonna like go eat dinner and stuff. I'll be back here tomorrow to do more edits, and we're going to do more edits. Thank you guys for coming. This was very fun. Got a lot of stuff done. I was able to be productive. That really deeply pleases me. Yeah, I hope all of you guys that were being productive, I hope productivity went well. For those of you at work, I hope work is going good. Yeah, end it here. Thank you guys. Alrighty. Have wonderful rest of your day. See you in another 7 months? What? No. I want to be more consistent now. I'm gonna be more consistent. Okay. I'm gonna stop stream. Wait, I should probably... Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna stop stream. I'm gonna wait a few seconds in case there's lag, delay, and it cuts me off.